This is the War Brief Daily for April 8, 2026, day 39 of Operation Epic Fury, the joint U.S.-Israeli military campaign against Iran. Tonight, we are tracking 5 major developments across the Iran and wider Middle East theater. Here is the brief. First, a conditional 2-week ceasefire is reportedly in play. This is still developing. Second, Iran, Hezbollah, and the Houthis executed a coordinated multi-front cluster munition strike on Israel, killing 4 civilians in Haifa. Third, the IDF struck Iran's largest petrochemical complex and eliminated 2 senior IRGC commanders. Fourth, Iran escalated its Strait of Hormuz blockade and struck Gulf neighbors with cruise missiles. And fifth, 21 proxy drone attacks were launched against U.S. bases across the region in a single day. First, and this is still developing, multiple major outlets, including CNN and CBS, are reporting that President Trump has agreed to a conditional 2-week pause in strikes against Iran. Trump's April 7 deadline, 8 p.m. Eastern, passed without Iran's capitulation. Iran rejected a Pakistan-brokered 45-day ceasefire proposal and submitted a 10-point counterproposal that U.S. officials publicly described as maximalist, demanding permanent regional ceasefire terms, sanctions relief, and a Strait of Hormuz safe passage protocol. Trump called it not good enough. What is separately confirmed, U.S. forces struck Karg Island, Iran's primary oil export hub, on April 7th. Treat the ceasefire announcement as credible, but not yet officially confirmed. Second, confirmed by ISW and the IDF. On April 6th, Iran, Hezbollah, and the Houthis struck Israel simultaneously within roughly a 10-minute window. Iran fired at least 7 ballistic missiles, 3 carrying cluster munition warheads impacting Haifa and more than 30 sites in central Israel. 4 members of the Gershovitz family were killed when a missile fragment struck their home. Here is what makes this operationally significant. Iranian ballistic missiles take 12 minutes to reach Israel. Houthi drones from Yemen take hours. Hezbollah rockets give 15 to 30 seconds of warning. For all 3 to arrive at the same time, the Houthis had to launch hours in advance. This was deliberately engineered encirclement, and it is working. Impact rates on Israeli territory have jumped from 3% in the first 2 weeks of the war to 27% in recent weeks, driven entirely by Iran's shift to cluster munitions. Third, confirmed by the IDF. Israel struck Iran's South Pars complex in Bushehr province, 50% of Iran's total petrochemical production. OSINT imagery confirmed damage to at least 3 gas turbines. The IDF also confirmed the complex houses missile propellant production infrastructure, making this simultaneously an economic strike, a military-industrial hit, and a strategic signal. Also confirmed, the IDF killed IRGC intelligence chief Major General Majid Kademi and IRGC Quds Force Unit 840 commander Ashar Bagheri, the cell directly responsible for clandestine operations against Israelis inside and outside of Israel. Fourth, confirmed. Iran continues its selective blockade of the Strait of Hormuz as a coercive lever in ceasefire negotiations. On April 6, Iran turned back 2 LNG tankers bound for China and has blocked 16 Indian-flagged vessels since the war began. Iran also struck Kuwait and the UAE with 2 cruise missiles each, hit a telecommunications facility in Fujairah with a drone, and impacted Jordanian territory with 1 missile and 1 additional drone. Fifth, confirmed. Iranian-backed Iraqi militias claimed 21 drone attacks against U.S. bases on April 6 alone. Targets included Ali Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait, Muwafaq Al Salti Air Base in Jordan, Sheikh Issa Air Base in Bahrain, a U.S. position in Kasrak, Syria, and the U.S. consulate in Erbil. Baghdad International Airport and Camp Victory were also targeted. Here is what to watch next: whether the reported ceasefire holds or collapses, and whether Iran reopens the Strait of Hormuz as required. Monitor for Iranian retaliatory strikes on civilian infrastructure. Tehran has now explicitly threatened it. Watch IDF follow-on operations in both Iran and Lebanon. Track Houthi Red Sea activity if Yemen is excluded from any ceasefire terms. And watch for satellite confirmation of the Karg Island damage from the April 7 strikes. That is your War Brief Daily for April 8, 2026.